What is up, you guys? So this is a first impression video on The Promised Neverland, a new series that came out from Weekly Shonen Jump. The mangaka it's by is hold on, I have the page here. Let me just go back a few. Bear with me, niggas. It's by two people. The author is Kaihu Shihara, Shirei, and the artist is Posuka Demizu, and basically, so yeah, that's who the author, Kaiu Shirai, and Posuka Demizu, who's the artist, and basically it's kind of a dark. It's kind of, I guess people would say it's a dark shonen. It's basically a shonen that has stuff that you would expect from a seinen series, like a dark seinen series. And for like a more mature demographic than a shonen, which is for kids, preteens, and teens. So yeah, but anyways, and when it comes to series like that in general, they don't really tend to last that long in Shonen Jump. They really don't. Like Iron Knight, for example. Iron Knight was a shonen that had the themes of a seinen series. And like because of that it really didn't last that long. I've seen series like these didn't last that too long in Shueisha because they had kind of like that attribute. So I don't know if The Promised Neverland may be one of the series that may be able to break through, but at the same time it could be one of the series that could get canceled. Oh yeah, speaking of the mangaka for Iron Knight and stuff, speaking of Iron Knight in general, like the mangaka, he is actually coming out with a new series, I think next week or the week after, because The Promised Neverland is one of 3 series that's supposed to come out this month. It's Promised Neverland, some series called Love Rush, so the final one is called Red Sprite, which is by the mangaka of Iron Knight. So I'm gonna do a first impression video on that one. Love Rush sounds like it's gonna be a slice of life romance shoujo manga, so I don't know. But anyways, The Promised Neverland is basically about these 3 kids, Ray, Norman, and Emma. And basically, they live in an orphanage in this place. It's basically called the Gracefield Orphanage House, and basically, they've been Emma. She's been living there for like 10 years now, and she's like the oldest one around. Aside from Norman and Ray, and so like she's basically like the big sister for everybody, and she loves dearly their mother and stuff like that, who takes care of them all the time. And once they reach a certain age, apparently they get adopted and stuff like that. And not only that, but when it comes to what they do, they play all the time. And when it comes to their schooling and how they learn, they actually put on these headsets and actually learn through these computerized programs. So from then on, we get like more into, and the story, like from then on, the first chapter, it's 54 pages long. It really takes it's really basically showing their day-to-day lives and everything like that, and what they do and everything. So, and they have rules that they must abide to by their mother and stuff like that. And basically, they can't leave the orphanage when she's gone. And not only that, but they can never go to go near the gate, near the gate where that leads to the exit of the orphanage and stuff like that. So one night, one of the orphan children, Connie, I think her name was Connie, she was getting adopted. And basically, she forgot her stuffed animal, her bunny. And so Emma and Norman snuck out to go give it to her. And basically, they noticed that when they go in to see a truck and stuff like that, they thought that Connie wasn't there. And when they open the door, they see Connie dead with a branch sticking out of her, with like a flower sticking out of her body. Like a branch with a flower on it sticking out of her body. And it's like, and they started freaking flipping out. So then they hid under the seat, and then they see these things that weren't human, demons. And Emma remembers how like when she was playing tag with the little kids earlier in the chapter and stuff like that, she was like, "I'm gonna eat you up" and stuff like that, acting like a demon. And then she's like, "Oh shit, they're fucking real." And from the looks of it, they rule the shit. They rule the place. And then one of the demons grabs this jar and puts like strips Connie naked, her dead body naked, puts her in the jar and like fill her up with some type of liquid, and says that like she's valuable and everything, and she'll go on to be sold by the to the richer demons. And I guess this is a world where demons rule. So yeah, and basically they're nothing but like a farm for humans and stuff like that. Like they're nothing but a farm for demons, and Norman and Connie and Emma realize that, and they see that their mother is working with the demons and stuff like that. So from then on, and oh yeah, and not only that, but they also have weird numbers on them, and I'm gonna go into that later on in the video. But anyways, the demon sensed one of the demons smelled something, and he looked under the car, under the truck, but like Emma and Norman, they're already gone and stuff like that. And then as they're running away, Emma started flipping out and freaking out and started crying and stuff like and everything, saying that yo, this isn't real, right? This isn't real, because she realized that her mother is working with these monsters, and it's like, yo, that's freaking traumatizing. And they see the dead body of somebody who's practically their little fucking sister. I was like, yo, that's like shit. That's like shit. And mind you, they're just little kids. I think they're around 10 to 12 years old, if I'm not mistaken. When it comes to Emma, Norman, and Ray, I think they're around like 10 to 12 years old, if not 11. But yeah. So from then on, Norman says, look, we have to start planning this out and stuff like that. We have to escape this place with everyone, with the other kids and stuff like that. And so that's that's basically now their goal. So from then on, they had to act like as if everything's normal, and around their mother in chapter 2 and stuff like that. And soon, and they begin trying to plan out a way to escape. Like and they noticed things that they didn't notice before around the orphanage, and they basically realized that they're just in a fucking cage, and they're nothing but a farm for demons. They're nothing but freaking like cattle. They're nothing but cattle. And so her and Norman are trying to figure out how to escape and stuff like that, and they basically kept it between themselves because they don't want their mother knowing what they're planning to do. And so they decided the best solution would be to escape during the daytime through the forest. And so because like if they escape through the gate's only open when one of the kids are getting adopted, and that's when, you know, the demons show up and fucking kills them, and then like puts them in a container and shit. And not only that, but he also mentioned that the kids, one of the demons in the first chapter also mentioned that it's almost time for the kids who have like the highest points, and who has the highest points to collect them. And the kids that have the highest points are Emma, Ray, and Norman. So basically, so basically, once they go deep into the forest, they see that there's a freaking 2 to 3 meter wall. Like the wall of fucking Trump. And it's like, so, and once they see what's above the wall, it's like the wall, like the wall itself, when it comes to width, is 2 to 3 meters. The kids, like, I think you just need like 2 of them, like, you know, on top of each other to get up on the wall. But the wall itself is like 2 to 3 meters wide. And so basically, from then on, later in that chapter, like Norman assumes that maybe they didn't really intend for the kids to like ever believe in escaping this place and stuff like that, because like they're young, they wouldn't know anything, they wouldn't know any better and stuff like that. So, and Norman kept contemplating maybe what if they're being watched and stuff. But then later in the chapter, one of the kids gets lost, and the mother goes to look for them, and she found the kid very quickly. And here's the thing. When it came to that, they realized that the mother found the kid very quickly and stuff like that. And not only that, but she looked at our watch, and her stopwatch, like her pocket watch. And basically, they begin realizing that, yo, there's something in our fucking bodies for us to find us that quick. Like, there's something in our fucking bodies. That thing that she has, that's not a fucking pocket watch. That's a fucking transmitter. And basically, the mother, she actually intentionally let them know, showed the pocket watch, the transmitter, to the children that was around, because the mother doesn't know who specifically was out there. Because remember, Emma and Norman, they left the stuffed bunny that wasn't there before, in the car and stuff like that. One of the demons noticed it, and she noticed it as well. So she knows that somebody's trying to plan on escape, and she's basically signifying to them that whoever they are, they're not fucking getting out. They're not getting out. There's no way in hell they're getting out. So yeah, so yeah. Now it's like basically a declaration of war to see how they'll escape. But the problem is this. Oh yeah, and the next shipment is not for another 2 months. And the problem is this. It's gonna be much harder than Emma and Norman think already. Enough, because they with the whole thing with the mom and stuff like that. But they still have to. But the kids, they're young and stuff like that, and they're greatly attached to their mother. So it's gonna be really tough, especially like I think there's like 30 plus kids. So it's really gonna be fucking hard as shit to know what the hell is gonna, how the hell they're gonna be able to escape with all those kids. So yeah. So like honestly, from what the odds are, especially with the kids and stuff like that, because they're so greatly attached to mom, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't want to fucking leave. Like it's gonna be really hard for them to escape the orphanage. It really is. And they may have to sacrifice, like they may have to leave many of the kids behind. That's the problem, because I don't see any other way, especially given the fact that a lot of them are very young. I don't see any other way of them escaping with all those kids. So yeah. Overall, I think the series, it's pretty interesting. It's pretty interesting. I'm really interested in this series. Will I review it? I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait a few more chapters before I start reviewing the series, or maybe I may, for all I know, I may just end up be like, yeah, let me just do a review of this chapter and stuff like that. But yeah, this series is so far starting off pretty damn good. It really is. It really is. But yeah. So my question is, like, for the future series, even though the series just started, how, like, what is it gonna be after they they escape the orphanage, if the series still goes on for that long? Because remember, it could get canceled by Shonen Jump because of the way it is. Because series like that, The Promised Neverland, they really don't last that long. Especially when it comes to Shonen Jump. If this series was a full-on seinen, then by all means, it'd last for a while. Like, it'd last for a while. But yeah. So I'm wondering, like, if they somehow manage to escape, how the hell, like, what the hell are they gonna do from then on? Like, it's like, what the hell are they gonna do from then on? Because the world, from what it seems, I don't know if it's completely ruled by demons, or if demons are just working in the sidelines or in the underground and stuff like that. Like, I don't know. And also, I do have a theory, kind of, when it comes to the transmitters that's in the bodies. I think it has to do with the numbers that's tattooed to their necks. Like, maybe the like, their beacons or anything like that, their like, or their chip is probably embedded into their necks where their numbers are. That's what I'm kind of thinking. So, like, it's even more difficult for them now to escape their mother's grasp and escape the orphanage itself. But overall, I think this is a very interesting series. Honestly, I'm looking forward to seeing where it goes. But I am a bit worried, because series like these, they don't really last too long in they don't really last too long. They really don't. They really don't last too long in Weekly Shonen Jump. But anywho, tell me you guys thought. What are you guys' thoughts on The Promised Neverland thus far? And I'll see you guys later. Maybe I'll review The Promised Neverland. Start reviewing it. Chapter 3, but I'm still thinking about just waiting like the next few chapters before I start going on to a full review of the series. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you want, and yeah, peace.